You wanna smoke me? Do I look good to you? You know you like this. Come on. Just put me in your bowl. Or your bong. And just smoke me. Come on. You know you wanna smoke me. Oh, smoky. Smoky, smoky. Smoke me. Smoke me. Smoke me. Come on. Smoke me. You know you wanna smoke me. Smoke me. Smoke, smoke, smoke. Smoke me. Smoke me.
Good evening and hello. Oh, wow, my hair looks horrible. All right, I'll put my glasses up. That'll take care of it. How is everybody? I have to confess, I've been out of the loop and under the weather here lately. Let me get this other guest up here. And now let me go adjust it real quick. And here is our little boy. Little boy, want to say hello? Well, I hope everybody's having a great night. Hi, Gerald. Hi, Brad. Hi, George. Hi, Steve-O. Hey, Rose. I'm so happy to see everybody over on YouTube. Good evening. Good evening. Hi, Rachel. Thank you for being here, DJ. I really appreciate it. Nugs, Nugs. Nugs in the house. All right, so just to let you guys know that we're not going to be doing a whole lot of these on Facebook anymore. Facebook has put my profile back in jail again, even though they can't tell me why, and they say that my profile doesn't violate any standards. I still keep going back to Facebook jail. So I'm going to be phasing out of Facebook. I'm not going to be able to put any more cannabis content up. That means no educational stuff, no seeds, no pictures of plants, none of that stuff. If I do get out of Facebook jail at some point with my main profile, I can only post pictures of the dog, pictures of vacation. I don't know, maybe grow supplies, something, whatever doesn't have a plant or any kind of cannabis in it. But I went to jail for putting step 2 labels and a picture of a bunch of labels. So if I can't even post that you need to make labels, I don't think I'm going to be able to post too much content. But I will be over on Discord quite a bit, and definitely over on YouTube channel. It's for adults only, so I don't have any problems over there. Instagram, lots and lots of Instagram. It's Nancy67 Wallace on Instagram. And I'm going to have to just, go play with the big boys because it's no more fun at Facebook. It's been absolutely horrible lately. Business goes down. I can't make any money. Hi, Vanessa. Oh, congratulations, Rachel. Hey, awesome. Thank you, Ohio. Yeah, I have a lot of really cool things to teach, a lot of methods, a lot of nice tips and tricks from all these years of growing. And I'd love to be able to share them with everyone. I'm just not going to be able to share on Facebook. Let me see. Facebook sucks. You're right. Hi, Thomas. Oh, thank you for joining me in Discord. Hi, Stephanie. How are you? How are you? So tonight we have to do a customer appreciation spin for all the orders from last month. Somebody's going to win either this one or they can choose the zombie version. Possibly the zombie version. The zombie version does have a really cool teeth. But this guy is really sweet and fun to smoke with. So I'm going to have to go and look on the orders real quick, find the order numbers that March started with, and then the order number that March ended with, and we'll do a random number generator. And I know some of those orders numbers didn't go through, or they were for giveaways or freebies. So this will only be paid orders. If I have to spin more than once, just bear with me. I did see a comment back here I wanted to. Oh no, your Slapple didn't make it. Well, Jay, just send me a text message on Messenger, and I'll get replacements out to you. I have plenty of Slapples, and not every seed makes it, but we want everybody to be satisfied and to get to grow a nice plant. So I'm happy to replace those for you. Triple Double Dosage is a huge, beautiful monster. I'm so glad that you got those and can still grow them because they've been sold out for a while. You can find any of our strains at the nancysown.com website. It's down there at the bottom. And tonight till midnight, it'll be buy one, get one free. And where you want to know where I find these guys at is I get these at a local wholesale store. And these are already sold out. They don't have any more Yodas. I did manage to get a couple of goblins, a couple of aliens, and a couple of Mickey Mouse for upcoming giveaways. But let's go over to the website and see what the order numbers are going to be. So let me go to orders. My computer might be a little slow. You have to give me a second. The plant cam that you're looking at is in the bedroom with the fast photos. They were from the freebies. It was let me go, March. It was from the freebie last month was a Dark Jedi Double Durban half autos. That means half of those seeds are autoflower seeds. The other half are not. They're fast photos and photos. So you know how I grow more than one in a pot? I had several in a pot and two of them weren't flowering. That means they're not autos. So I had to cut them down and keep them a little bit shorter, bend them over, get them out of the way. And once the autos were finished and harvested out of the pot, I put them in a separate, smaller tent with a 12-12 schedule so they could go ahead and start budding out. And it looks like, let me write these down. That might make it easier on me. I don't see a pen, but we'll use a dry erase marker. That'll work. It looks like the last order for March was number 17374. And if you have your invoices or have been keeping up with your account, if you signed into an account, you can go and see what all your order numbers are. And it starts with Randy, 17270. That means we had 104 orders. Now, not all of those were paid orders, but it was enough to pay the rent last month. We'll see what happens for this month, though. I don't know how it's going to go. All right, so now I'm going to head over and get the random number generator. And then I'm going to go on here and share the screen. All right, now everybody can see the random number generator up there. And I'm going to put in 17334 for our minimum. Or no, 17270 for the minimum. And and 17,374. All right. And actually, this doesn't seem fair because it won't pick the very last number or the first number. So I'm going to change this to a 1. I'm going to change this to a 5. Hopefully that seems more fair. Let me go over here and check the comments. The best technique for me to get big ass autos is to water them appropriately. That means don't drown your seedlings and don't make the bigger plants wait for water. So keep everything moist. Maybe even an auto watering system will get you a much bigger plant. And for the photos and fast photos, definitely if you want a bigger plant, you just got to let it veg longer before flipping it. The ones that are the Dark Jedi double Durban cross that I have right now, probably going to harvest in about 2 more weeks. And it's filled a whole 4x4 tent all by itself. Oh, nice. Hi, Sandra. Hey, Jamie. No problem, Jay. I'm happy to replace him. I'd rather see you grow a nice slapple and show it off. That does more for me. 69 instead of 71. Yeah, if your autos are small, it's probably because you're over watering them when they're little and not giving them enough consistent water when they get bigger. Oh, you get you some of them snacks. No, I do want to include 270 in the number generator. If it lands on 270 or 374, then we'll spin again. But it might take a couple of spins anyway. And I think we're ready to generate. Let me see how many folks are up in here. We got 24 people watching. I really hope the winner is in here. Let's generate it. 17,347. That's a recent order. Let me go look that up. Go back to orders. Our number is 17,347. 17,347 is Jesse Payne in Duluth, Minnesota. Congratulations, Jesse Payne. Number 17,347. Here I can, well, no, I guess I shouldn't share that screen. Let me see. Yeah, there's addresses and important information on there. Y'all are just going to have to trust me that it's Jesse Payne is our big winner tonight. Let me write his name down. If Jesse Payne is in here or if somebody can tag him, then we can let him choose. If not, I'll send him a text. Yes, congratulations, Jesse. There are tons of factors. There are absolutely tons of factors on whether or not your plant is going to be big or little. Some of them include your pot size, your light size, your watering schedule seems to be the most important. Most people put the autoflowers into a smaller container and then water them often. Or what happens is they're recommended to go into their final home. People end up soaking down a whole 7 gallons of soil for a little tiny 1-inch plant. And that doesn't work out. What you want to do is have moist soil and then just give small amounts of water in a little ring around the plants as that soil starts to dry out. But you want to water the plant, not the pot. So just because you have a big pot that holds a lot of water doesn't mean that your plant can handle it. And you don't want the soil to stay too wet for too long because then it starts to grow the slimies and the grimies that nobody wants to have. The anaerobic bacteria start taking over. Your pH goes out of whack. All kinds of things can start happening. Yeah, let me see if I can get, if I can even tag Jesse. I might be able to, but I might not. Not everybody is on my backup profile. There's Jesse J. Payne. Congratulations. There we go. I've got him tagged up there. That way, hopefully, he can see this. Oh, I love the G Monkey. It's one of those limited Garlylocks crosses that we didn't have too many of for too long. I would still, I wouldn't mind watering the tray once the plant is big enough. And by big enough, I mean a 3, 4 inch tall, 5, 6 inch tall plant. 3 to 4 inches is probably not got the roots down to the bottom of the tray yet. But once they have a first set of 3 finger leaves, I would go ahead and water from the bottom. Tall, deep tree pots are an awesome way to get autoflowers. Hey, Bannon. Yeah, congratulations to Jesse Payne. He's going to get one of these babies. I don't know if he's going to go for regular or zombie, but he's going to get to choose one of these babies to go out in the mail. 2 of these Yodas have already gone out, and there's only one left like this, and it's going to be a prize for the Nugs Double Grape Grow Off. So after tonight, there's no more of these. And there is one zombie guy available. You can find him over on the website. In fact, I need to go take the regulars off. Well, I'll have to wait and see which one he chooses before I take them off the website. Yeah, the fabric pots can grow a lot of mold and algae, and it just depends on how wet you're keeping them. For that grow off, you have to be in the Facebook group. So you will want to get a hold of DJ John, or you could get a hold of Phil Thompson, and either one of them can get you an invite to the private group. I'm going to start moving stuff off of Facebook, though. We'll still be doing stuff in the Grow 420 Meds private group because so far we've been able to keep that pretty safe and not get hit. But I'm going to start doing a lot more stuff on the Discord channel. Most of the giveaways and buy one, get ones and stuff like that are going to be announced over on the Discord channel. And I can probably, possibly get over to the Discord and do a little invite. And then edit the link. Expires never. Generate a new link. Copy it. I will throw it up here. Oh, that's not the link. Try again. There's the link. And if you write down this Discord link, it will not expire. So don't worry about not being able to go over there right now. Just write it down and you can go check it anytime. This will give you an invitation that never expires so you can join up on the channel. Nice, Robert. And I'm going to do the next customer appreciation giveaway is probably going to be happening over on just Discord and just YouTube. I'm just absolutely going to phase out Facebook as much as I can. It hurts my heart to see all the hate on there and to deal with all the drama. I'm trying to be in a drama free zone. I take the drama from the plants, but I don't take no drama from the people. All right, let me put that comment back up there. And that's true. We'll continue supporting the Grow 420 Meds group. I'm going to get the Grow 420 Meds website back up and running this spring. We do have a new tester coming out. I'll probably throw that up on the website tomorrow after the buy one get one is done, and it'll be the Autoflower Skunk THCV. I have those S1s available, and they are going to be amazing. They're in a lot of the new crosses that are coming out. They're in the four-tailed skunk, and they're in the gnomish skunk. And then I've got a few more that are coming out. I've got the orange portal with the THCV skunk. I've got some dark Jedi with the THCV skunk. I've got some special reserve cookies. I've got a few things in the trunk that are waiting to come out. A few of them we have to get tested, and a few we don't. The ones that we've already run before, we're starting up. Locomotive is starting back up on the big farm, so we're going to have some stuff going on at the big farm too. Yes, you're right, Jay. Drama free zone. Yeah, really, all I want to do is to be able to teach people and to have people uh, be able to ask me questions and me answer them. Uh, to be able to just give away what I have as far as intellectual property so that, people don't have to buy it later. Although I've been bugged and bugged and bugged for a class, a paid class. So I'm working on the curriculum. I've been working on it for like over a year. I've been on the fence whether I want to do autoflower or whether I want to do photo period. I think we're just gonna do a beginners or growing with Nancy 101. It'll be the first, the precursor class. And then later on, we can branch off and do just an autoflowers or just photo periods or just breeding or maybe just a class on nothing but cloning. I used to be the clone queen when I was doing photos. I could cut and plug more clones in a day than anyone else. They hire me just to come do that. Yes, you need a good skunk. You definitely need a good skunk. Let me go find this again. I keep forgetting and taking this down. There we go. Yeah, I'm in so much trouble with Facebook that I don't even think my comments will show up on Facebook. I will have to put them up on the screen. But if you're watching, give it a like, give it a share. Definitely drop a comment so we all know you were here. And for the month of April, get your orders in. We're going to do another bong giveaway. And I've got something else coming up soon, too. I've got some of these super cool pipes that kind of remind me of the old school days when you had your little brass pipe with all the different little pieces that come apart. That's exactly what this is. And it has a ton of cool pieces. This one here has a butterfly on it, a little bowl with a lid. Little screen inside. They're not as short as the old brass pipe, so you're not going to burn your face lighting it. It is pretty long. And I have different colors and different designs. This one has a skull, a jeweled up skull. This one has a butterfly. And I think there's like 5 different designs I can get. I have these 2 so far. But there's some for ladies and some for guys. So I'm gonna pick out these are gonna be Discord only prizes. These are prizes only for people on Discord that are participating on there. A lot of people have gone up and put beautiful pictures of their strains. So I may pick a strain that has lots and lots of pictures and then do a contest on Discord. Whoever gets the most votes, I'll pick like the top 3 Garly Locks or the top 3 Grimy Bubblegum or the top 3 of something else, and then we put them up for a vote. And whoever gets the most votes was going to get to win the cool little pipes. Yeah, it's an old school chamber bowl. DJ, you got so many St. Bernards coming. I don't know what you're going to do with all them dogs. Oh, nice, Linda. I'm glad you got your photo up to dry. But definitely, if you haven't been on Discord yet and you want a chance to win one of those pipes, go on there and post a picture of a Nancy's Own plant that you've grown. If you can't find the right category for it, that's okay. Just hit me up and I'll make new categories for the ones I'm missing. I don't think I have any. I do have double grapes up there, but I don't think I have anything up there for the THC. Maybe I do. I think I do have double Durban THCV up there. And the Auto Skunk is actually a double Durban THCV descendant. So we started out with the Auto double Durban THCV, and it was really good for THCV, but I really didn't like the structure. So we've grown those out and grown those out. And then at the same time, the original breeder out in Oregon was doing the same thing, growing them and selecting them, growing them and selecting them. Well, they worked faster and better than I did with their genetic markers in their big laboratory. So we went back to them and got their new version, which is like an F8 of the double Durban Auto THCV, and they named it Auto Skunk THCV. It has a much better structure, a much chunkier bud, less leaf period, much easier to trim. And instead of having that Durban smell, it's got a skunky undertone. So I went ahead. We've got some selections from it too. We didn't select for the same things that they selected for, but we're definitely trying to improve the structure and keep the Durban smell. Hi, Sherry. How are you? How are you? Robert says, I'm looking for others in Ohio trying to get some events together. I'm in Mansfield, Ohio, but willing to travel about 2 hours each way. If you know anyone trying to find us little locals to see you. Yes, yes, absolutely. I do want to get out to Ohio, and I was just looking up cannabis events yesterday or day before yesterday, and there's some really cool stuff coming up in Ohio. And in fact, they're having a really nice 420 event. I can't get onto my phone right now because it's in there being the plant cam. But if I could get on my phone, I would try to look that one up that I saw. Really cool reggae events, festivals. I can't remember the name of it. Today here in Oklahoma City, they're actually having like a mushroom cup. And it's a competition for mushrooms. And I wanted to go to that too, but it's rainy. It's mushroom weather outside. And I had to do this live stream here. So I'm probably going to change these and not be doing these on Saturdays anymore. I'll probably do a couple of pre-recorded ones during the week for YouTube. And then it looks like Discord has a really good way to go live in Discord. So I'll probably be going at least doing the voice channel on Discord. And that'll just be all when I'm not busy or I'm working in the garden, I'll just go in, open up a voice channel, and anybody who wants to hop in and talk to me can hop in and talk to me. Maybe I'll just be playing music in the background until somebody hops in. Oh, thank you, TJ. Yeah, the geogenetics are really, really nice. Now they're retiring, and I knew I wasn't going to get a lot from them, so I tried to get as much as I could. And I think I've got about 4 or 5 more strains from them that I can release over the summertime. But the Acapulco Gold and Afghani was a great cross. The Runts and Candy Muffin was a really, really good cross as well. Um, they're really nice plants. Robert says there's a 420 event in Oberlin, Ohio. That would be awesome. And if anybody has information on 420 events, don't hesitate to get on the website. There's a phone number you can text stuff to. I wouldn't use the email because I only check that about once a month. It's really hard email for me to get into, and it's always full of spam. I don't know how to get rid of all of the robots, but it seems like if you have a website and you set up any kind of website emails, that every robot in the world wants to send to me. And they're trying to sell me things that I just absolutely could never use. TJ's got a 420 event daily. Oh, you got your dirty reggae punk t-shirt on. I just drank my last dirty reggae punk soda. So I'm gonna have to get a hold of them. But Kelly and his lovely wife Amanda have welcomed their new little Violet into the world. And it's new baby time for the reggae punks right now. And I'm so proud of them and so happy for them. I can't wait to see them again, but I understand wanting to stay home and keep that new baby safe. Now let's go. I'm going to go head over to the plant cam. We're going to talk to this Double Durban Dark Jedi, get a couple of more close up looks at that one, and then I'm going to go in and we'll check out the seedlings. So don't worry if there's a little bit of difference here in the sound because I'll have to mute this and then go put the sound on that. Otherwise, we get these horrible echoes. So let me mute this up and I'll be right back on the other camera. Or maybe I just take. Can everybody still hear me though? I still hear an echo on here. Yeah, Eddie's. I don't know if people can still hear me. All right. Well, either way. Either way, I think that you can probably hear me now on this microphone. And all I can see is the posted comments. But hopefully you guys can hear me on this camera now. And we'll get in a little bit closer and take a look at kind of what she's been doing. There's two plants in this pot. I'll get down here where you can see that there's actually two of these babies growing here, pushed off to the side because their auto sisters had to grow too. But if I can get in here, maybe you can see what kind of frost we got going on in here. It is a frost advisory. And I just turned my light up because she was starting to foxtail a little bit. You can see it right here on this bud. Most of these look just fine. But I did want to bring her light up a little bit. Trying to get it where it zooms in right. And of course, I cannot see anybody's comments when I'm in this mode. But let's go around and go take a look in the other room. And I really do hope you can hear me. Turn that one fan off for us. Let me get zipped up in here. People often ask me, what are these bricks for? It's because I lost the plastic covers like these. And this is an irrigation system that is set up. Goes over here to this big tank. Feeds everybody water. Back here, we've got the Maui Wowie from Kenneth Llanos. In here, we've got King of Kings, God Grapes, both from Big Dog. Everything across this row here is from Big Dog. Most of these are the Godfather OG. Cover crop is coming up. You can see they're starting to get little friends in the soil. Over on this side are some I'm really pleased with. These are the Mystery Machine from Gerald Stoltz, and they are doing awesome. And just getting a little cover crop for them too. Loving the Mystery Machine. These right here are Captain Crunch from 333 Genetics. They're also doing very well. Captain Crunch has the most friends, the most, this is a Grape Franc from Mythic Genetics. This is the Perfect Dark from SoFam. This is the Critical Locks, the Fast Photo from Phenophenes. And I'm loving the Critical Locks. Absolutely loving it. You can see that this 10 by 10 room is set up with 4 different lights, plus the reservoir, a couple of fans, 2 different dehumidifiers are in this room. There's another one behind this door. Turn this fan back on. Let everybody have some air. Breathability is very important. And that's going to be it for the plant cam. I can take us over and zoom in on the wall of beans. Okay, so now what we have is the camera and the rolling tray. I'm going to go ahead and remove the plant cam. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I think I just leave. I think I just leave. But definitely go and check out the Discord. And I did share the Learn and Burn for the YouTube over there, so you'll be able to find links to the lives. You'll be able to find info on whatever contest is going on or who the latest contest winners are. Hopefully, I can get enough people to go over to the Discord and to the YouTube to keep the business open and running and alive. If I have to go back to doing consulting or working on grows to make the rent in between, then I will. But it's been really, really tough not having built my entire base around my Facebook family. It's been really, really tough to not be able to use Facebook. Means basically not getting any orders for the website and not being able to pay my bills. Luckily, the month before was a pretty good one. And so my electric bill came in and my electric bill said 0 due. But unfortunately, my water bill and my gas bill still have a balance. So I'm going to have to pay these. And when I do, it's going to hurt this month. So anybody want to send in an order, that'd be amazing, amazing. And somebody told me today that I have to put this up here, so I will. Oops, that's not right. There we go. All right, I'm going to put up this comment. My house looks like a hydro store. And there's my Cash App if anybody wants to send me a tip or, help me buy some gas this week. It's been rough, and I wanted to go up to Minnesota for 420, and I still might be able to if I can make enough gas money to get there. but sales have been so slow the last 10 days of Facebook jail that I'm really kind of scared whether or not I'm going to make it or not. So I will be selling some pipes, some bongs, some t-shirts, some different stuff like that. I'm going to put it all over on the Discord with a way to pay and get a hold of me from there. It's not worth doing it through the website because the website pays an extra fee for being cannabis ancillary is what they call me. I don't sell THC. I don't sell CBD. I don't sell any edibles. I only have seeds, and I'm getting new packaging soon that will probably put all the novelty disclaimers on them saying that these are for novelty and collection purposes only, and that anybody who grows them is growing them at their own risk, and that you must apply to all local laws, local and federal laws. So I gotta protect myself. The brand has gotten a little bit too big and a little bit too out there, and there's just too many haters. Too many haters, and it's very, very easy for a cyberbully to take you down if you were trying to just be nice and do good things. If I were willing to fight fire with fire and stoop to those levels, then I'm sure those people would leave me alone. But I'm not willing to fire back, so I'm just going to keep fighting for honesty and integrity, and be who you really are. I'm having a hard time right now with quite a few different cannabis personalities. But I like people. I don't like mascots. So if you're just putting on a show, I don't have much time for you. But if you're a real person and you really want to learn something, or you really want to help people, then I'm down all day, all day. Let me see who's in here. And let me go back and catch some of those comments from when I was running around. Yeah, Robert, business email is a joke. I don't know how, I don't know how they can separate business email from regular emails and just send you. I probably get 30 to 40 business emails every day that are just people trying to sell me something or trying to get me to sign up for something. Absolutely crazy. Yes, those are starting to stack up very nice. I've been using the pork chops flower stack attack on those plants. They are water only. The only thing that I've ever given them to as far as an additive in their water has been the flower stack attack. Everything else is just organic soil. Oh, slurricane truffles. Yeah, I love Big Dog. Big Dog does amazing. No problem, Steve-O. We're all learning in the Discord together. So once you go in there, it's set up on the left-hand side with like different channels. There's a general channel where you can ask any kind of questions you want about how to use the system. There's the growers chat where you can just talk about growing and ask any questions. And then there's a room or a category for each and every one of the parent strains that we've used. So there's a whole section of double grape crosses, a whole section of dark Jedis, Garly Locks, Grimy Bubblegums, the photo periods, you name it, you should be able to find a category for it. And if you don't find a category for it, just let me know, hit me up. And you can always go over to the website. There's a phone number on the website. You can call it or text it all the time. The discount code for veterans, Rose, I believe is VET420, but it might be VETS. Let me check it really quick for you. Go to coupons. I don't see it. It looks like it has expired. So let me make a new one. Or maybe it's just not showing up. Let me keep scrolling. Now there's more of them showing up. Yeah, I just wasn't waiting. I was just being impatient. And the veterans code is one of the very first. It's VET, VET 420. Yes. Vet 420. It'll give any veteran $20 off their purchase. Oh, Robert, that's horrible, horrible. But I'm glad you got some God's creature and some garlic truffles and super truffles going. That is amazing. And if anybody wants to get up here, oh, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. I do need to get myself some organizational going on. The more scatterbrained I am, the more scatterhoused I am. The more that everything's a mess. But I'm going to be doing whatever I can to give back to the community, especially to the people who support me, especially to the people like Jesse Payne, that putting in orders. I've done prizes in the past for biggest spender on the website. I try to do a monthly giveaway of at least an item that's worth, close to $100 for whoever gets picked. And this week it was Jesse Payne. So hopefully Jesse gets a hold of us and he'll let me know whether he wants a regular Yoda or a zombie Yoda. And then whichever one of these is left will be available for sale on the website. They're actually up on the website now. But depending on what Jesse says, one of them is going to go away. Let me get to the comments here. Hola, Spencer. How are you this evening? Since Spencer's here, I might as well, Spencer identifies as a Jesse. I might as well let you know that there are a few packs left of the exclusive Spencer's freebie. Let me get these. These are going out with all orders until I run out. And these are so dope. These are the Titan Dragon Autoflower Femmes. And I absolutely love these beans, and I love this packaging. And I have the dragon fruit out for my next run, and I will probably save myself back one package of each and run all 4 of the Spencer strains. Or maybe I have 4. I have Snowberry, I have Blue Dragon and Snowberry are for sale now on the website. And then the Titan Dragon is the freebie. And he sent me a pack of the ones that I really wanted, the dragon fruit. So I'll probably on my next autoflower run one of each of those in a small tent just for me to smoke on and to critique, shall we say. So watch out, Spencer. I'm about to grow your beans. Oh, nice. I'm glad you like your Spencer beans, Stephanie. Yeah, I don't want to, you got to grab something during the buy one, get one. You definitely get a pack of the Titan Dragons. And I got to tell you, ladies, this guy on here is very built. He's really built very well. He's, for a cartoon guy, he's got a very, very nice physique. He's got a very, very nice physique. Yeah, I don't have the dragon fruits available on the website, Jesse. Oh, Jesse's here. Congratulations, Jesse. Now you can tell us, because you are our big winner tonight on the spinner. For all the customers that ordered in the month of March, we put their order numbers into a random number generator, and it was your order number that came up. So you have to pick between zombie Yoda or regular Yoda. And they're both the same. They're all glass. A lot of times when you buy these pieces that are molded like this, the water goes into the molded part. The only glass parts are usually the bowl and maybe the mouthpiece. But this guy has a whole glass belly in here. So it's all glass constructed. with a little critter around the outside. But you have to pick, Jesse. You can have regular baby Yoda, or you can have zombie Yoda. Zombie Yoda does have a lot of really cool teeth. And we have proven that he will hold a dab tool and you could change this bowl over to a bucket pretty quick. But let me know, Spencer, which one you like, zombie or regular. And we're going to get you hooked up. They will be out there. Not Spencer, Jesse. Jesse, let me know. Spencer keeps trying to be Jesse tonight. But Spencer can head over to the website and grab one. And I do have some more coming out. I've got Mickey Mouse. I've got a goblin. I've got an alien. And I bought one to give away and one to put up for sale just in case somebody doesn't want to buy something to win it. Zombie. All right, so zombie Yoda it is. Oh, and I just noticed zombie Yoda has like toenails on the back of his feet. Zombie Yoda is dope. He is actually very, very cool. So we will be getting zombie Yoda out for Jesse Payne. The bigger ones, Rose, are 75 and the smaller ones are 60. And I am so happy that you do stock up for me when you are in person, Steve-O. So all you have to do is make sure we get you onto the Discord and you can start joining some of the Discord growing contests. And I will be giving away some pipes on there. I have another pipe from, I don't know if anybody remembers, the month before last, we did this glass bong from Cheech Glass. I have another one of these. I bought 2 that day. So there is another one of these. And this one will be given away on Discord as well. I'm not sure what we're going to do for that one yet. It might be but it's customer appreciation. So if you're a customer in any way, normally when I when I show up to events, I'll do a raffle that'll have a whole bunch of different items and something like this will be one of the bigger prizes in the raffle. Once time it was a Dab Kano, but I do love my customer appreciation, and I do love all of my customers. I don't consider anybody a customer. I consider you a friend and a fellow grower. Let me get back here and see if I can find that Discord comment, because I would hate to paste it again. Oh, I've lost it. All right, let's try to paste it again. There it is. Oh, no, Ann, it doesn't like your phone number. That sucks. Well, I'm glad that you can get onto the YouTube. And I'm going to put a little chat section on the website as soon as I can figure out how, where people can go in and leave a question or leave a comment, and I'll be able to go in and answer questions and comments directly off the website. Maybe so people can use it that don't have any kind of social media or don't want to log in and go look for somebody on another platform, that they'll be able to do some stuff straight through the website. And I'm working on putting a little video player up there too, so that I can play some of my videos directly on the website. Oh, I bet Gerald would be happy to help you with Discord, Steve-O. Absolutely happy to help you with Discord. And I'm pretty sure there's a way to reset for Discord. I'm going to try to look it up and find out. And when I do, I'll be posting it. So what I'll post on Facebook is more like just information on how to get to the YouTube, how to get to the Discord, how to find me on Instagram. Instagram has never once taken down a post or told me I was inappropriate. So I will do a lot of Instagram, and I'll put up my Instagram right there. I think there's an @ sign in front of it or whatever Instagram uses. Hi, Carla Sharp. How are you? Yeah, Jesse, like an old school chat room in it might be the Discord linked in through the website. If I can't figure out how to do a chat on the website, then we'll just do one room in Discord, which is kind of, I don't know how to do it yet. But I don't want to make people get onto another platform. I want them to be able to just reach out, ask a question, come back in a day or two and find an answer. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to commit to going in and checking for messages, at least every other day. I can say, and I'll put a disclaimer on it. I'll say that, it can take up to 48 hours to receive an answer in this chat, but I will try to make sure that I can get it up there. Nice, Stephanie. Have a great time at the birthday party. Give lots of hugs and kisses. Spread love. And we will see you again really, really soon. And so for the rest of this month, I'm not going to be going up to Minnesota, I don't believe. Not unless I make a little money somewhere, somehow. But I'm still trying real heavily, and I think I got a sponsor that'll help me pay for the trip. But I'm definitely trying to be in LA for May for the American Autoflower Cup. And I had let people know that if they wanted to grow my strains and enter them in the Autoflower Cup, that I would help them with getting their entries up there and be there to call them on the phone and let them know when they win and collect their trophy and get it out to them. Instagram is fine. Okay, Jesse. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely use more Instagram. Rose got a new mattress today and can't wait to try. Man, having a good bed makes all the difference in the world. Having a good bed makes all the difference. The Adios is the first fast photo that was put out by the website. And let me grab a pack so people will know what I'm talking about. And these are the grape dosey breath that we use in a lot of our strains. And Arise is the photo period. And Arise comes from Rosta Jeff up in Colorado, an excellent, excellent breeder. And the Arise grape dosey, can't speak, spit it out. The Arise and grape dosey breath combination has made a beautiful, beautiful terpy plant that's really easy to grow and has a really nice bud structure, not too thick and not too dense so that it molds up, but thick and dense enough to give you a nice chunky bud. Good evening, John Rando. How are you? Oh, in line at Walmart. Well, hello, Walmart. I hope you didn't buy too much, but I hope you bought enough because I hear the prices are going up. I'm seeing that a lot, Jay. I'm seeing that a lot. Yeah, our snow didn't stick here, Rose. I am seeing that a lot. Yeah, I agree. Instagram seems to be mostly photos, but I'm going to figure out a way to put up little short informational videos up there that'll be, a minute to 5 minutes long, explaining one step, one process, one nutrient, one something, and hopefully be able to use those little short videos on the Instagram to get people over to the YouTube channel to watch some of the longer content where they can learn a little bit more. And I'm definitely working on putting together some classes. I'm going to do a paid course, which will be Growing Cannabis 101, and it won't cost a lot, but I'm thinking maybe 10, 12 weeks of a weekly class that we do live. And that way I can get constant feedback from the people that are in the class so that I can refine it and turn it into something that's more like an online class that people can take in their spare time. Facebook jail is definitely some BS. Zuckerberg, oh my goodness. I'm zucked. I'm definitely zucked right now. And in fact, I can't even put a comment up on to Facebook right now. I can't like a post. I can't share anything. I can't do anything at all. I've got a little bit of back end work that I can do through the StreamYard to put some stuff up there, but I can't do anything at all on my main profile. And my backup profile is on a tablet. It's really hard to use, but I'm going to get better at it. Oh, Brad, you're bad. Yes, Zuck Suckaturd has gotten us into all sorts of trouble. But it's okay to be an online bully. It's okay to spew all kinds of hate. You can be as mean as you want on Facebook, and there's no repercussions. But if you're trying to be good and do good things, then it seems like the trolls will find you and knock you out. Either that or the cannabis personalities and influencers will decide that you're not worthy. And I would never want to be an influencer. I never want to be a cannabis personality. I'm just a person. I'm just me. I'm just going to say what I do and do what I say. And sometimes it's wrong and sometimes it's great. So, everybody take me with a grain of salt. Everything I spit is not the gospel or the truth. It's just my experience and what I've learned for myself. Everybody's growing environment is different. Everybody's growing style is different. Just because you see somebody else using a certain nutrient or a certain soil or a certain light or whatever it may be that you think is their secret to success, that it's not going to work for you the same way that it works for them. Every different environment is different. Even different rooms inside this house grow differently. It depends on the size. It depends on the airspace. It depends on the height of the ceiling, the type of the light, the size of the tent. So many different factors that go into it, that even if I try to keep everything exactly the same, I'm going to have different zones of hot and cold and higher and lower moisture. So there's absolutely, without putting them in some sort of a biodome where you control every aspect of, you'd have to actually even be able to control the barometric pressure if you want to grow exactly as the same all the way across. Strawberry grimy or grimy? That's a really good question. So with the regular grimy bubble gums, there's about 1 in 10 chance that you can get a really bright pink. It could be a pink from highlighter pink all the way down to dusty rose. Excuse me. The highlighter pink plant is probably my favorite one to look at growing. It looks like a poinsettia in pink. But for the flavor and the taste and the smell, I would definitely go for the green pheno of the grimy bubblegum because it has an amazing flavor and taste and smell. The strawberry grimy has a lot more pinks and a lot more colors to it. It's a much chunkier bud. It's more golf balls. And the spacing is a little bit different. It has the strawberry nuggets crossed into it. And it loses a little bit of its, it's got the regular grimy bubblegum smells like Trix cereal, like a really fruity cereal as soon as you open the box. And the strawberry grimy has more of a strawberry lean to it. So it takes out some of those fruitier flavors from the grimy and gives it more of a strawberry overtones. Rose says strawberry. The strawberries are chunkier, but you don't get that cool, bright pink pheno. You don't get the cool, bright pink. Oh, Rich, I would love to count you in on the online course. And it's probably going to be through either Zoom or StreamYard, or I might be able to figure out a way to set it up through the website where you just go and you log into the website and then we're all in a chat room together. That's what I'm working about. No, John, I just showed it at the beginning. You can go back and look. It's the one on the plant cam. I'm about 2 weeks away. Photos take forever. I think half the reason I've been growing autos for so long is that I'm just impatient and I don't like to wait that long to get buds. But these poor plants have been in that pot since I made the video for the re-amending no-till soil video. That has to be 5 months ago. I don't know how long ago it was. I'd have to go and look it up and see when I posted it on YouTube. But those photos have been in those pots since then. Never been added any kind of nutrition other than it's been fed 3 times the flower stack attack. And that's just, it's got a low amount of flower newts and some microbes and some good stuff in there just to give it a boost. But it's not really a heavy feeding at all. Everything they got came from the soil that was put in before they were planted. Mike, some of these comments you're not seeing because they are over on YouTube. Yeah, the triple double, it definitely has some grape to it, but it's got some funk. It's got some funk. Spencer, I don't know because I don't make edibles except I make can of butter with my leftover oil. When I make cannabis oil, you always have to clean the pot and clean up all the tools and stuff. And I usually clean up all my stuff with a stick of melted butter. And then I pour that butter into a container and use it for cooking. And I just use it as you would use any other butter. You can butter toast with it. Garlic bread is amazing. Put it into soups and sauces and oatmeals and eggs and whatever you would use butter for. So you can put it into cookies, brownies, cakes. Are you chasing me? Nice, nice. Photos can be boring, but they have all the flavors in them that the autoflowers need. So the whole reason to grow these photo periods right now, and there's one fast photo in there already. The reason to grow the photos is to turn them into fast photos. And then the next step after that is to cross them to themselves and bring out the autoflower gene. And then make them into autoflowers. I'm working a project where I'm trying to make the Godfather OG into an autoflower. So it's going to be several rounds of photos, fast photos, half photos, semi-autos until I get to the full auto round of them. Oh, nice. Yeah, the grape window is good, good, good. And that's got the dark Jedi and the double grape in it. Or no, it's dark Jedi and grape dosy breath, I believe. And I'll be bringing out some more new strains for 420. There will be a drop the week before, and there will be buy one get ones through the YouTube channel every. I don't know if I'm going to do it on Saturdays, the live stream. I think that I'm going to have to move it because of the way the weather's changing and the time of year. I think I'm probably going to be doing maybe some. Maybe that's the way we can do the class is with a private YouTube. That way only the people that paid for the class are invited into it. That might be the way to do it. And we can do the class on YouTube. But I'll have to decide whether to do a class in the mornings or in the evenings. And then I'll have to pick what day of the week to do them. So if anybody has a preference and wants to do the class, let me know if you want mornings or evenings and which day would be best. Yeah, I'm not sure, Jesse, but I would go for it. The super auto flowers. Yes. Nice, Stevo. Yeah, you're right in the running for all the cool stuff. So start sending me some pictures and we'll do I might start doing like dream beans, and do like a plant of the month gets a prize. Thank you so much, Spencer. It's been wonderful to have you as a collaborator and to have you on the website. Everybody just absolutely loves your beans, and I'm very proud to be able to work with you. Can of banana bread sounds amazing. That would be awesome. Well, we've got about 15 minutes left here. So let's just open it up to questions. If anybody has a question about growing or a question about me or Nugs or dabs, anything you want to ask me. Somebody throw up a cool question or give me a topic for my verbal diarrhea, and I'll speak on it for another 15 minutes. Otherwise, I'm probably going to sit here and smoke. I can't believe I made it through this whole live so far without smoking, but I'm trying to adhere for these Facebook things. I might have something cool. My best strains for RSO are going to be in those double grape families. The most frost gets me the best yield on any kind of concentrate or any kind of a wash. So you got to have, it used to be we called them hash plant, and then we called them washers. But basically, the frostiest one wins. And the more frost that you have on you, the more likely you are to get turned into oil around here. And the new ones in there, the freebie from last month, the Dark Jedi Double Durban THCVs that are half auto, the one pheno of it that has some purple to it has less frost. It's still quite frosty, but the green pheno is frosted halfway out the fan leaf, and it would be a great one, a great one. I like mason jars because I'm old school. The growth bags work fine, but you have to get them just to the right humidity before you actually put them in there. And people tend to think that because they have that two-way humidity valve in them, that they can put them in there just a little bit wet, and you can't. You cannot put it into growth bags until it's completely ready, dried. Nice, nice. I'm so glad you're getting to smoke some of those double grape runts. I think those come from the original. The double grape runts was from Ike Breeds, from Locomotive's brother, and then we redid it with the double grunts. The photo periods will be dropping here around the 15th of April, I believe. Right, I guess right around about 10 days from now, I'll be adding up some new photos and some new autos for 420 sale. And I'm not going to do a big sale on 420. I'll probably do a coupon, and I'll put the coupon codes up on the YouTube videos and on the Discord and on Instagram. And so if you want to get a chance to get in on the 420 sale, you'll have to look for a coupon either over on Instagram, on the Discord, or on the YouTube channel. I'll do a YouTube short for it. You can absolutely compete in the grow-offs. And I felt the same way. I thought, and I've gone to big national competitions before and thought there's no way they're going to call my name. Nobody here knows me. Nobody knows who I am. Nobody knows this strain. I made this strain myself, so nobody's going to know anything about it. There's no way that they'll call my name. And I'm sitting there in my pajamas playing with the packs of seeds I was trading for and bidding on. And all of a sudden, they call my name. So never say never. Never say never, Steve-O. You may not. I mean, most growers do believe that, when they grow something and themselves and then they try it out, it's really, really good. Because your biochemistry, if you grew the plant grows for you. And it will be very, very good for you. And there's a good chance that the people that are judging the competition will have similar either ailment or biochemistry, or they'll have similar tastes. You might all know a buddy that only wants to smoke fruity stuff, or you might know a buddy that only wants gas, or you might know somebody who's just addicted to cheesy strains. They have to have something cheesy. Everybody has their ones that they like, and your plant will be liked by many, I'm sure. All right. I think I got all the questions. And thank you for joining us tonight, Mary. I'm really happy to see you in here. But yeah, we'll have new photo periods on tax day on 4/15. Will be a new drop. Well, thank you, Steve-O. And there are a few, there are a few key ingredients that any grower can get to improve their situation. And one of those key ingredients that I definitely suggest is to use microbes. Microbes have been farming for millions of years. They are the ones that, you know, make the nutrients available to the plants, and the plants are able to communicate and talk to the microbes in ways that I can't. So put your little workers in there. You want your microbial community, all the way up to earthworms. You know, earthworms make great dirt movers and air channels, and the more air you can get to your root system, the better off your plants will be. I have a friend here in town that sent me pictures, and I forget, you know, because I get lots of what's wrong with my plant pictures every day and questions. And she sent me the picture of the top half of the plant, and she said, "What's wrong with it?" And I said, "It's got too much water." And she said, "But it's in a hydro bucket." And I said, "Then it doesn't have enough air. Your air stones are getting clogged up. You need to clean them, scrub them, or add a bigger one because you have more root mass." What an air stone that works for a small plant, that plant grows bigger, that air stone can't keep up anymore. You'd have to add a second air stone. I like to keep my hydroponic buckets. They need to boil and bubble like a hot tub at a spa. If they're not just roiling, just going with bubbles, then it's not enough. If you just got an air stone in there and one half of the bucket and it's going blah 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 up one side of the bucket, that is not good enough. You need it to be a boiling situation of bubbles in there. No, Rose, I do not have to feed my worms because I put in a lot of organic additives and nutrients like kelp meal and crab meal, and the Bio Live that I like to use has about 10 different meals in it, and they're all really, really good for your microorganisms. And if you can till back in, like I don't take out the old roots, I'm doing the no-till, I'm not disturbing the soil. So by not disturbing the soil, there's all sorts of carbon and organic matter in there that's left over from the previous grows that the plants can eat. And on this round, I've actually added a cover crop, and the cover crop is just going to get laid down. I'm not going to cut it or chop it or do anything like that. I'll go smash it down flat. And then if it gets too tall and is popping up too much, I'll smash it down flat and put a handful of soil over the top of it to hold it down and let it decompose there. And you know, some of it will pop up and grow back, and some of it will just decompose. Oh, let me read this one. Just got the Orange Portal S1. The Orange Portal S1 is from Speed Run, and that Orange Portal has been an amazing plant. We've been using it. I'm using it in a breeding round. There was the Orange Rum Dosey Dub, and there's another Orange Portal cross coming out soon. I'm slow rolling them because I want them to be just perfect. And the Orange Portal S1s is a nice chunky bud. It's got a lot of citrusy flavor and smell to it. She's good at the 75 to 80 day mark. She's happy to harvest early. She will fade out quite a bit. You'll end up getting, if you don't feed like I don't feed, you'll end up getting a more yellowy plant in the end. But the plants that are more yellow and have an early fade are much higher in THC. The plants that stay dark green all the way to the end have a lower concentration of THC. And that's just because nitrogen is a THC inhibitor. She would be great outdoors. She would be great outdoors. Almost all the plants that I have, I don't know about the Spencers. You'd have to ask Spencer. But almost everything else that I have up there has already been run in a greenhouse or a hoop situation. And a hoop's not really a greenhouse. It's just a hoop with some bug netting over it. So the rain still gets in, the wind still gets in. It just really kind of protects it from hail and large grasshoppers. And definitely the bugs still get in. Oh, I'm glad you planted the orange rum dosey dub. My opinion on eggshells is that they're absolutely wonderful, but they take 6 months to become plant available. So they're good for composting. They're good for putting into your worm bin. If the worms eat them first and poop them out, then they're ready right away. So different things you can do is to crush them down, to powder them up. But if you want readily available water-soluble calcium, then you're going to want to just boil eggs and keep the water. Cool the water down, and that will have all of the the water soluble calcium in it. So what you can do with your egg shells afterwards, if you're cracking eggs for breakfast, you can save all those egg shells and then boil the egg shells in water and then strain the shell out and water with the water. Yeah, don't trip out when your plants start to yellow and flower. It's okay. It's okay. As long as you keep up with the cow mag and you're not going to lose all the leaves, they're not going to get a bunch of spots and fall off. I don't worry about too much of the fade. I worry about them burning. If they start to burn and look burned up, then I lower the light. I mean, and I don't mean put the light down so it's closer. I mean, turn it down or raise it up so that the plant's not getting as much light. Late in flower, when we're just force feeding them all that light and they've lost a lot of their leaves, and it kind of puts them under a little bit of stress to try to force them like that. And if you think of the natural light cycle, it starts out, the plants start growing when there's about 12 hours of light, 13 hours of light, and the light is not at its brightest. By the time it gets into the mid growth, while it's like in full vegetation before it starts to flower, that's when the light intensity is at the highest, and that's when the most hours of light are there. And then the light starts to go back down in time of hours, and you're getting down towards fall. By the time you get to the fall, the earth's at a different angle. Everything's, that's where you get your orange and red lights. It's because of the angle of the earth versus the sun with the atmosphere. That's how you get pretty colored sunsets. Oh, I love the fade too. I absolutely love the fade. No, if your plants are dark green, you need to stop adding nitrogen. Don't add extra nitrogen. It means your medium already has enough nitrogen built up into it. The cannabis plant should have a fade, just like it's an annual plant, or I don't know if it's called annual because they do come back every year from seed. I guess it would be considered an annual. I'm not a good gardener as far as the outdoor gardening, so I don't really know good gardening lingo. But the cannabis plant is meant to grow one season every year. It starts in the spring from the seeds of the previous year, and it will grow throughout the summer and then into the fall. And it should fade just like the leaves on a maple tree. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, good, Rich. I would love to get some pics of some outdoor autos. I don't have that. I have got a lot of pics of the indoor girls, but I've only gotten a couple of pictures of the outdoor ladies. And mostly that's because the outdoor ladies don't need very much. Um, in fact, if they're in a spot where, they have good drainage and adequate moisture, then they don't need to be watered. They don't need to be fed. They could use a little support. Some caging helps, tying them up, staking them, putting a trellis around them, help them with the support because they do get big and they get bud heavy. But I have the little one over here, the fast photos in there, they're getting bud heavy now too. A lot, only the top few branches are still sticking up. All of the side branches are already laid down and started to umbrella on me. So that's why I turned the light up a little bit higher in there. Matt Fierro in the house doing outdoor autos this year. I started out doing autos outdoor, and that's because there was so much space in the row in between the photo periods. When you put out a little bitty photo period clone, and then you've got 6 feet before the next little photo period clone, that was a lot of area that was just open. I was already watering it, and they talked me into putting an auto in between each and every photo period. You get an early harvest that way, and it takes up that space. By the time the photo period needs that extra space, the autoflower is ready to harvest. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. Hint of sassafras. Well, a hint of sulfur would help. If you're growing a skunky strain, any of the auto skunk, the double Durban, the Garlylocks, if you're growing a gassier, skunkier strain, you want to make sure you do have some sulfur available in your soil, or at least spray them down with some of that wettable sulfur before they go into flower. What's up, Max? Nice, nice. Oh, I appreciate that, Joe. I really do. Well, we have got 4 minutes left. Well, 3 minutes left to the show. So I do want to play a little song on the way out the door, because that's the only time I get to play them is on here. And maybe I can find an interesting video to throw up. Here's one. Since we're talking about outdoor girls, here's an interesting video that I will pop up. Grab a little song.
And as it's got a lot of sight, girls the color rocks in the golden light. Baby, you're that dosey dumb wave so high, gagging gas blows away the sky. Planted seeds in rhythm and rhyme, tie window do swaying in time. Double Durban THCV, a treat indeed. Grabby bubblegum sprung with speed. Green gardens growing roots so deep. Wake and bake, then back to sleep. From Nancy's.com, come what we need. A farmer's dream with every seed. Cannabis growing under the moon. In Nancy's garden it's always new. Sprouting laughter and we grew. Nature's gift, we're in the mood. Got a lot strong and bold. Baby, you're that dosey high stories told. Gagging gas makes the